Now I know you're somewhere else right now, loving someone else, no doubt. Well, I'm one for sorrow, ain't it too bad? Are you breaking someone else's heart? 'Cause you're taking my love where you are. Well, I'm one for sorrow, ain't it too bad about us?
Hi everyone, welcome to an extra special episode of An Interview With. Today marks 1 year since I started this show, and what better way to celebrate to bring back the insanely talented, the devilishly handsome Sean Smith.
Well, thank you very much. Devilishly handsome. I love that. Not today, not after I just got back from the gym, rushed home, sweating, and quickly threw some gel through my hair. But no, you're very kind, and you know I love you, buddy.
Oh, love you too. I'm very sweaty as well, but I've not been to the gym, so you know. Very sweaty today, very sticky, as the interviewer once said.
Let's put it down to the weather, shall we? It's gorgeous outside, so
it is.
Yeah, might get myself a little cheeky drink. Get outside after, we'll see. But it's definitely got to be done.
How have you been, Sean?
Oh, fantastic, mate. Really, really good. It's just happy, I think, having a bit of time. It's the first time, I think, since I was 16 that I've had a genuine reason to not do an awful lot. Yeah. And it's you have that feeling of like, I've got to get on and do something. But I've kind of been going, no, you've worked solidly for so long. You deserve this chill. And obviously you start to get itchy feet, like when we do the next job, when's the next gig's coming in? You want to keep going. Of course you do. Everyone's like that. It's life. But I haven't had a terrible time during these lockdown times. So it can't go wrong, mate.
I mean, it got to me a little bit when we was in kind of limbo and we didn't know what was going off, like so much as next year and everything. And then obviously being like loose for a few months and then it coming back and stuff.
Yeah, of course.
There were points where I didn't want to do an interview with anymore. I mean, I started doing a Tomb Raider series on my channel as well for the anniversary of that, and I got to about 4 or 5 episodes and I was just, I can't do it. I just can't be bothered anymore. But just something clicked to my mind. I was like, I've got to do this, because if not, I'll just be sat home every day, bored out of my head.
Mate, the motivation's a huge thing, because when you know that everybody else is in the same boat, they've got to stay at home, it gives you that excuse. And I've never been one for excuses, but even I let it go a little bit. Do you know, now things are, backfiring. I feel like well rested and super ready to go again. Yeah. Which, is fantastic, and congratulations on a year. I mean, how amazing.
What the
Still
hell?
Powering on.
I didn't think it would happen. Like when I first started doing this series, I mean, when I messaged you saying I want to do like a chat show, but I don't know the first thing about hosting. I don't know what to do. Will you be my first guest? He was like, oh yeah, buddy, of course. I was like, you've let yourself in now.
The first guest on the second series as well. What about that? That's amazing.
The first guest on the anniversary specials.
Wow. Really cool. You got a nice tan as well, buddy.
It's not a tan. It's the lighting in here. It's the ring light behind my laptop.
You are fully making me die with laughter today. But yeah, it's all go, buddy. Everything's all good.
Yeah. So the last time you was on, we sort of took a trip down memory lane from your career beginnings right up until your first debut album, Solo. So, and you was working away in lockdown, wasn't you? Releasing stuff with Beware the Bear and even making your second album, Swing for the 90s.
Look at that bad boy. Yes.
Absolutely love the cover with all the nostalgic posters.
Super proud of that one, mate. It's I had so much fun making it, definitely. But yeah, amazing. Absolutely loved the experience and still going well. And you know, seems to be getting great comments about it. And yeah, it was, we were just speaking off air, weren't we? And you knew before a lot of other people, because I told you, I've got this new thing that's coming, and I think you might be excited about it, and let you in on the little secret. And your reaction was lovely, so thanks for that. It really gave me some confidence going into it.
Because when I first received the email and it said you're the first to know, I was like, oh no, what have I done now?
Yeah,
what's happened? Okay, I'll read, scrolling through. Oh, I started welling up. I was like, as if feel like I'm the first one to know that he's coming out with something new. That's mental.
Well, that was well, I messaged you. Do you remember on Facebook as well? But that was like, I think the people that have signed up to the to my website, you know, they were the ones that kind of got to know first, because we wanted to make sure they got their hands on one of the physicals, if you know, because you don't know how quickly these things are gonna go, do you? And I want to make sure that people who have been there right from the start, supporting, as we'll get first dibs, you know.
What was your inspiration behind working on this album during lockdown?
I think it was just the nostalgia of the 90s. I loved that era. That for me was the best era. I grew up with all those tunes. I used to save up my pocket money in order to buy the records. And, you know, sometimes there'd be like 2 or 3 that I really wanted and could only get one because I never had enough, you know. And then I'd, you know, sometimes I'd walk home, wouldn't get the bus because, you know, I'd buy that last CD just and then used to play them to death till they were so scratched and couldn't be played anymore. But that was just the way it was back then, you know. And I miss those days, because it seems like you have everything now, but you really valued this music and the art that people were putting out there. It was just incredible. But yeah, it was like going down memory lane. And basically I was doing pantomime, and then unfortunately Portsmouth went into tier 3, which meant that the show had to shut down. So I just had plenty of time on my hands. Always wanted to do it. Loved, you know, when we did Reach for the Stars on the X Factor back in my glitter throwing days. It was kind of because that was like big band, but done, but pop song done in that big band style. It just worked for us, and I always figured I'll come back to that one day, you know.
Because didn't your girlfriend provide some backing vocals as well on the album?
That's true. Yeah. Oh, she hated me while we were doing vocals. I swear she was like contemplating breaking up with me. Like, I was like, I don't know. I think that I was, what's the word? Like, I think I wanted a particular sound.
Yeah.
And she's got a gorgeous voice and incredible, very sort of musical theatre, but she can kind of do lots of different styles. But I wanted this almost like Supreme / Dream Girl style BVs, and I was trying to get her to do something that she doesn't do naturally. So I was just like, I couldn't hide it in my face. But eventually she did such an incredible job, and I think the producer added some sort of flavors that made her sound a lot better as well. So I was delighted with what she did in the end, definitely.
Not only was I excited that you were bringing out yet another album, so like more music to listen to, but I've always been not so much funny with swing music, but it's not generally my cup of tea.
It's not for everyone.
You've made this album, and you've made me listen to like swing music, and I've really enjoyed it. And you've sort of like changed your voice to suit the style, because we used to hear you singing like pop kind of ballads and stuff, but you've gone to this whole like Frank Sinatra type era.
I figured it's something that always came really naturally to me. And you know, years ago when I was like, I was like 16, so you know what we're talking. 20 years ago. I used to do like pubs and clubs, and we'd have to do 3:45s, and you'd get like 120, 150 quid, something like that. So it was like, you know, and you had to really work for your money. And it was like, I would put a lot of swing stuff in because it wouldn't hurt your voice. And it was so easy to sing. And, you know, Robbie Williams was kind of big at that time, and all the stuff we needed to swing. And it kind of got me back into that style. And then I delved into all the, you know, all the Rat Pack stuff. And something that came really naturally to me. And they always seem to sort of crowd please in a weird way. I know it's not for everyone, you know, not everyone sort of followed that style when it came back again. But I think everyone can respect that it was huge in its time. And it had its, you know, it's got its people that love it. And I was one of those that did. And so I figured, why not? Let's have a go. Let's change. I think for me, what made it special was the fact that I was taking all these songs that I loved that were pop songs. You know, so you as someone who loves pop, you'll just have a listen to see the take on it,
Yeah.
just because it's intriguing, you know. So yeah, I mean, as I say, you know, there's a lot of different styles that aren't for everyone, but I figured
Yeah.
give it a try, and you know, and I've really enjoyed it.
It is a very strong album yet again from you. I mean, I can remember in the last time we spoke, I did say that Solo was a strong album, and that still holds up now with me. Like,
Thanks,
like
buddy.
on my shuffle, everything, it's really, really good still to this day. I mean,
Amazing.
I played it in the kitchen the other day on the Alexa Echo speaker thing, the Swing album, and my mum was like, "Who's this?" I went, "It's Sean." She went, "Oh, I like this," and I think it was One for Sorrow I had on.
Yeah.
And I was singing along to it. She sung along to it. It was like, "That's not Steps." Like, who's that?
Yeah.
I was like, "It's Sean." She was like, "Oh, right."
You know,
this is
the
really
craziest thing, mate, this blew my mind. I played Sarah all the tracks, and each one she was like, "Oh, I remember this one. I remember it." She was the one who got me into these records, because she used to play her records so loud in her bedroom that it would like you couldn't help but learn it, because she was playing
Yeah.
them so often. Bit like me in my bedroom, playing the sort of stuff that I liked, and she was the same. And One for Sorrow was a song that she played non-stop. She learned all the moves, you know, like all huge Step fans. And she like, it started playing. She was like, "Why do I know this song? I know this one. What is it? What is it?" And she was like singing forward to get to the chorus. It's One for Sorrow by Steps. Oh my goodness, I love this song. I love this song. And it's weird, isn't it? You know, it takes a little while when you do it in a different style to catch on to what it is, you know. But yeah, that's part of the fun of it. I wanted to sort of, you know, sort of shock people a little bit, or do things very left of center, and make them, you know, if the songs are really fast, maybe slow them down, or if they're relatively mid-tempo, speed them up a lot, so it had that real sort of jazzy feel. It was fun.
There's, obviously, this goes without saying, I love the album, all the songs.
Oh, thank you.
The ones
Considering you don't like swing.
I know, like, I think this is one of the only Swing albums I will ever listen to. I know that might be a little bit biased because you're my friend, but still, I think the songs that stand out for me more are One for Sorrow, What Is Love, End of the Line, and Who Do You Think You Are?
Oh, thanks, mate. Yeah, do you know, and it's funny you say that, because they're the ones that seem to be streaming a lot better as well. So, you know, it's see, this is the trouble. When you're making the record, you just want to make everyone as strong as it can. But the weird thing was, when I first heard the Spice Girls one, was when I felt, I know we've got a good record there. And also, like, Spice Girls are so loved universally that I knew that, you know, the fans would maybe catch on to them ones with those sort of huge artists a little bit more. And yeah, that one for me, and that's the one that streamed the highest so far. So yeah, you're not far off. And End of the Line, I'm so glad you picked that one, because it was a huge risk, and I really wanted to do something really special with it, because again, I had the CD, absolutely loved it. And I really, really enjoyed singing that one. I felt like, you know, when you feel shivers down your spine when you're singing, and you feel so engrossed emotionally in a record, in the song, that's how I felt when I was laying it down. And you know, it's those moments don't come along very often. It's really tough, even in front of a crowd. There are moments when I get that feeling, and it's hard to replicate. You can't. It just comes along once in a blue moon. But yeah, I love that. I love making that record.
End of the Line kind of made me feel like when you did All or Nothing on your last album.
Yeah, you always say about
like,
that one, don't you?
Welling Up, and I was like, who has hurt you, Sean? Who do I need to go and
do you know what? I've fallen out of love with that record, and I feel bad for saying it. But do you know when you get in the car, because it's gonna sound really bad now. Like, he's got his own records on his.
I do. I would do the same.
Oh man, but yeah, of course you've got to. You know, it's your records. You're proud of your work. But every time I go into the car now, I don't want to be the one, and I'm like, it's like, do you know when you've like been listening to a song loud when you last turned off the radio, and I'll turn on the thing, and it's because it's A for All or Nothing. It's the first record that comes on there. So I'm like, I feel like deleting it off my phone just so I can get to something new for a while that plays first, you know?
Yeah.
There we go.
It would be an All or Nothing remix that comes up next or something.
Yeah, probably. And I'll be
oh
like,
my God.
anything but this. But no, I mean, obviously, I love the record. It was great. I'm really proud of how it turned out. But yeah. You don't want it. You don't want it at full pelt every time you get in your car.
No, you don't. No, just I'll tell you what, it's good in the car, full blast with the bass. Hazard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've tracked down the vocals of that recently.
Okay.
So, which is amazing because I didn't know where they'd gone. But so that leaves like, you know, exciting stuff open for like remixes, do you know what I mean? And all stuff like that. I'm not saying it's gonna happen. Because there's a lot that's got to happen. But I mean, goodness, I mean the original's great in anyway. And I always felt like I think it's obvious that I've always felt like it should have been a single for Same Difference. But you know, it's one of those things, never happened. But there's, because we know there's a lot of people out there that like it, there could be some interest in that and doing something really exciting with that. But watch this space, we'll see. You just never know in life.
Yeah, I mean, Hazard is one of my favorites from Solo as well.
Yeah.
That's what I was on about. So I was on about Hazard.
Did you say Karma Karma?
No, I said Hazard.
Did you?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. So I've just banged on about absolute rubbish for about the last 5
it's absolutely
minutes.
fine. Well, speaking of Karma Karma, that's interesting to know that you've got the vocals for that one.
Oh yeah. That's so embarrassing.
Hey, it's fine. That we're keeping that in. That's gold. That is.
But yeah, Hazard again. They've already got great remixes, so I must have been talking absolute rubbish. But did you definitely? I thought you said Karma Karma.
I said Hazard.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, it's
Mate,
because I think it's because I said another good song to listen to in the car is Hazard.
Maybe Karma. I see you thinking there, or maybe I'm just a terrible listener, or. Oh yeah, I've got no doubts you're right, but I am definitely doubting myself now. Going, I want to go back on that and check. You definitely said Hazard, but thanks, mate. Yeah, of course, Richard Marx. You know, a classic. You know, very dark lyrics, but I think it's been brought alive a little bit by the beat and the you know, the energy. And again, love making that record, and thanks to Energize for coming up with the idea, because. It would never have been on the album. No. It was like a last minute add-on. They said, look, we think we should do a cover and we think that record really suit you. And I'm so glad that they said that, because it's been a fan favorite and it's still one of my favorites on the album too. Yeah.
When I listen to the song, I can almost picture what the music video would be like for it, which is why I created that little cover for you. With
I know. I remember that. I was just thinking of that cover you made. Yeah. With the grey and the dark rain, and it's really, you really captured it well. And I tried to put like a silhouette of a girl in the far background, like she was running away kind of thing. Ooh. Well, yeah, I mean, as I said, the lyrics are actually about like murder.
I know.
Which is crazy. But I mean, you know, haunting lyrics, but a beautiful song. Still to this day. On the cover, I was going to try and put like the police tape, you know, like "Do Not Cross," but then it looked too cartoony to put on. Yeah, I know. I was just like, no, I'll just go with the dark, stormy background. Maybe that'll work for the video. Who knows? Yeah. I doubt we'll go back over that now. But so I felt like that. Yeah, I'm glad that was a single as well. Sorry, mate. So going back to Swing for the 90s, you approached a certain someone to come up with some merchandise, didn't you? Yeah. I've got to plug it. I've got to do it. Yeah, amazing job, buddy. Really appreciate it. Stefan, my manager, he sent me one, and they're great quality. And I do. Well, it sounds like I'm really big-headed, but I do enjoy a cup of tea out of it. Just reminds me of all that work that I put in onto the album, and as I say, it also reminds me of you and how you put all that effort into making it. So brings me joy. But everyone needs to buy them, because I think that I got out of the box especially today. Oh, amazing! It's been in the polystyrene box all this time, so I can preserve it. I don't want to use it. That's so sweet. And I was mine's still out today. But mine just gets used every day like normal. But yeah, definitely people go and buy them because I feel like Paul Stefan, he needs a space back in his house.
Tell them to bring some over to mine. I'll get them sold.
Ah, yeah. Knowing you'll be, like going to boot sales or going up to people in the street. Buy a mug. Yeah, I love that though. Your support's been incredible over the years, so I really appreciate that.
You're welcome. Because I like mocked up some phone cases as well at some point, and because it was coming up to like sort of like everything opening up and the talk of prize and everything, and just like did rainbow backgrounds, and obviously I had to get the picture of you from the Turn Me On single cover as one case. It's a given.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I'm getting that body back for pride.
Good.
I'm so on it now. That is it.
Oh, bless you.
I
can just imagine the gym just like doing weights, like, come on, you can do this. You can do this.
That picture gives me the inspiration that I need to go, well, that's what people have seen on the poster.
Yeah.
So if I turn up and I don't look like that, then, they're going to be disappointed. So that gives me the motivation, and I'm living for that motivation right now because it's getting me up, getting me to the gym, getting me excited. So
are you waiting for the moment?
Waiting for the moment. I see what you did there. The people watching this are going to think we're mad.
Yeah,
quoting all these
so it's fine.
Same difference records, but yeah.
Right, Mr. Sean Smith.
Yes.
We've got a game to play today.
Ooh.
It's
dun, dun.
Get the dramatic lighting. It's called Finish the Lyrics.
Okay.
So I hope your lyric game is strong.
Oh, I mean, this is one of those things where I could look really bad, especially if it's like my songs, or is it my songs, or is it a mixture?
You're gonna have to wait and find out.
Oh, okay, let's play.
So on series 2 of my show, the last 2 guests got the first one right, and then the rest not so much. So let's hope
none
we do better.
Out of the rest.
They got 1 out of, I think it was like 5 lyrics. Like
wow.
we had.
Okay. Right, let's do it.
So, lyrics number 1. Life can be so hard when you feel lonely. Hide in the ache. Finish the lyrics.
Hide in the ache. You don't want to break down. No, 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 no. Is that right?
Yeah, correct. Yeah.
Yes. That was Sarah's bit, which is why I don't know it.
That's why I did it.
Yeah, but I've heard it enough over the years from We Are One, of course.
Yeah, so that's from your debut single with Sarah, We Are One.
Brilliant. Okay, so now I've got pressure. This is where it's going to get hard.
Lyrics 2. So this one, I picked this one because I wanted to sort of get your brain working, but I think you will know it. Well, fingers crossed.
Pressure.
So here we go. Some say that if you can dream it, then you know it's within reach. Finish the lyrics.
Some say that if you can dream it, then you know it's within reach. And now it's still there when I wake up. Yeah? Yes!
2 for 2.
There's no way. I haven't listened to that record in like forever, so I can't believe I still remember that.
So that was from, of course, The Rest is History, which is the title track of the album.
Yes.
And you performed that on This Morning as well.
Yeah. Did you?
One of my favourite performances as well, by the way. We talked about that last time we spoke.
Yeah, I enjoyed that.
Let's hope you get this one, please. So this is lyrics number 3. What I mean when I say, are you unattached? Finish the lyrics.
What I mean when I say, are you unattached? Is I don't give a damn, I'm a strike a match.
Yes, well done.
Yes!
That's from one of your singles, Fire.
Yes.
Which
I need to remember that for
I made a fan-made duet of me and you when I recorded my vocals on that.
You did. Yeah, I remember that. You sound great on it as well.
Oh,
it's a nice tune to sing, that one.
Yeah. I like the little laugh that you do in it as well. That haha.
Yeah, that was quite sadistic. But I just, do you know, sometimes when you feel it and you're in the studio,
Yeah.
and it just popped out, and it just popped out because I was so engrossed in the lyrics and how I
Yeah.
was singing them. It just popped out, and he used it in the final mix. I was like, wow! But it does add that sort of like, oh, he's getting off on this.
When I heard it and heard the laugh, I like got. This is gonna sound really bad. I'm so sorry in advance. I got shivers. I was like, oh,
Ooh.
okay, sure.
You dirty boy.
Right, moving swiftly on. You got that one right.
Amazing.
The lyrics number 4. Okay. Our souls laid bare like diamonds. No need to say a word. Finish the lyrics.
Feel the silence. I thought you said something a bit naughty at the beginning.
No, our souls.
Do you know what? It's funny because I actually wrote that song with Andy Sikorsky, and yeah, our souls laid bare like diamonds. I love that.
Yeah.
But it does sound like you're saying.
You've almost got like a sultry tone to your voice in that song where you're singing.
Yeah. I had this vision in that record of like, you know, when you say you go on holiday,
Yeah.
and you've met someone, you've had like a holiday fling,
Yeah.
and you know, you're on the beach on the last night and you're going home tomorrow, and it's like, oh, I'm feeling something here and it's such a shame.
Yeah.
You know, and I was trying to put that into words and into lyrics, and it whenever I listen to that song, it paints a picture for me, because I was creating a picture in my mind when I was thinking up the lyrics.
Yeah.
You know, it was but I was never going to get that wrong because I wrote it myself.
Exactly. The last 2 that I did then are from my memory, because they aren't on Google, the lyrics.
Oh, okay.
So obviously remember them quite well from the album. So I just like, what can I, to put in the lyrics together, I was like, what can I do? So I did a couple of Same Difference, a couple of your songs. And now we're on to lyrics number 5. Are you ready?
This could be 5 out of 5, could it?
There's 2. Well, there's one more lyrics and there's a bonus lyric. So this is lyrics number 5. Seems like I can't do you right. All I do or say is wrong. Finish the lyrics.
Seems like I can't do you right. All I do or say is wrong. All the smallest things criticized.
Yep, well done. That was, of course, End of the Line by the Honeys.
5 out of 5.
But it's the last song on your album. Let me double check.
Yes.
Yep,
It
I was
is
right.
indeed.
Last song on the album.
Yeah, 100%.
Okay, so
5
this
out of
is
5. I can't believe this.
so this is the second to last lyrics.
Okay.
So lyrics number 6, you'll get this one because we just spoke about it. I wanted your love, but I got uncertainty. I tried so hard to understand you, all the good it did me. Finish the lyrics.
Understand you, all the good it did me. Now the places that we knew remind me of how we were. Everything is just the same, but all I feel is her.
Yep, well done.
Come on!
That was One for Sarah by Steps, but obviously from your album Swing for the 90s as well.
Yes, of course, Twig and Topham classic, and we were lucky enough to work with them, and again, geniuses, absolute geniuses, and what a beautiful song. So it had to be on the album. It was, and as I say, listened to it so much when I was younger, loved it.
Okay, so are you ready for the bonus lyrics?
Ooh, yeah, absolutely, bring it on. This could be all. I've got all of them. Like, I've never got all of them in a quiz before.
If you don't get this one, the interview's over. I'm sorry. Right, are you ready?
I'm ready.
Yeah, I'm hoping and praying you'll get this straight away. So, no one told you life was going to be this way.
Your job's a joke, you broke. Your love life's the away. I'll put the clap in the wrong place, but that doesn't count.
No, you got that right. Don't worry. That was, of course, "I'll Be There For You" by Friends, the Friends theme songs, Rembrandts. Yeah. And it was also your audition song on The X Factor.
It was indeed. And TikTok sensation.
Yeah. I've seen the dance that you and Sarah recreated.
Oh,
Ross and Monica.
Yeah.
That's just, I love that dance as well.
It was so random as well, because I was doing a bit of teaching down at Sarah's and shit, and we'd just watched the reunion and we were like reminiscing over it, going, oh my God, I can't believe that Ross and Rachel were crushing, and you know,
I know.
and then she was like, oh, we should do the routine. I was like, oh God, well, let's do it. And then she had a look on TikTok and it was on there. So we did it. And yeah, it said like 125,000 views and, you know, loads of likes and all this kind of, it's crazy, isn't it? It's just silly little fun things like that. And I said that I was never going to get into TikTok, but after that, I'm like, oh, I could get used to this. Like, it's a lot of fun, you know?
I love Sarah's serious face when she jumps into you. The face.
Yeah, I know. This is the thing, like she wanted to be serious about it, because in the scene they're like seriously thinking we need to do whatever we can to get on this platform, so then we're on TV. So it's just the stupidest thing, but I love it. I just love Friends. It's brilliant.
It's I watched the reunion, and the only thing I didn't like, you might disagree with me, is James Corden.
Oh, you're not a fan? No.
I'll not say no more on that, but no.
Do you know what? It's weird, because I loved him for a long, long time. Loved him.
Yeah.
And I don't know whether it's the whole thing of him going over to, but do you know what? It's a typical British thing, isn't it? When someone has huge success in America, all of a sudden we don't like them as much, because maybe we think of them as our own or something, you know. But I've got a story about him that was hilarious. Like he kind of hit on Sarah once, you know. We went to what was it? The Pride of Britain Awards. They came over to Sarah and said, oh, will you go on a date with me? This was when, I mean, bearing in mind, we had just come off the X Factor, so it was like 2007. I think that it was like series 1 of Gavin and Stacey was out at the time. He wasn't this huge, you know, world star that he is now. And and he came up to her and said, oh, can I take you out for dinner? And she was like, oh, I've got a boyfriend. Oh, go on, I'll make you laugh. I'll use buns as ears and everything. That's such a him thing. My God. And and then it turned out he did the same with Alexandra Burke. So Sarah was extremely upset about that. She felt just used.
No, that's quite funny. About James Corden.
But yeah, he's got his lovers, and he's got the people that aren't such big fans. But I mean, you know, he's big enough now that was always going to be his gig, I think. It's as I say, I've got no opinion. I think he's all right out there. And as I say, when we met him, but another story about that day. I'm giving away all the secrets.
It's fine. That's what we like on here.
It was I can't remember her name now, but she's a really sort of like incredible old school actress. You know, the sort that you don't mess with. I can't remember her name now. I want to say, you know, give me like an older, fabulous sort of actress. I can't remember her name. It'll come to me, and I'll tell you the story later. Don't worry about it.
Is it not Joanna Lumley? Is it
similar but not American?
Joan Collins? No,
it was Joan Collins.
Is it? Oh, yeah.
Joan Collins. You got it in too, mate. You know everything, don't you? It's amazing. But Joan Collins turned up, and of course she's all fabulous, and she's got this kind of like fur on.
Yeah.
And you know, she looks fabulous, and she's got this aura about her that's like she's owning it. Do you know what I mean? She's so fabulous in like Hollywood, isn't she? And so there was this story. It's awful. But there was this story. It was a Pride of Britain Awards, and it was awful story. Basically, this dog was like mauling this child.
Yeah.
And this guy was like, he got a Pride of Britain Award because he was a hero. And he went and tackled this dog and got it off this child, saved the child's life, and got himself injured in the process. So he was a true hero. And obviously was getting an award, and it was like, to give out the award tonight from Gavin and Stacey, give it up for James Corden. And he steps out and he said, did anyone wonder watching that clip what happened to the dog? And the whole audience just went silent, like, that is not a nice thing to say right now, because who cares what happened to the dog? It mauled a child and then attacked the person trying to save it. And he went, well, I know what happened to it. It's on the back of Joan Collins tonight. and the whole audience just went silent. Me and Sarah were looking at each other like, oh my God, did he just say that? Like, and he went, do you know one of them jokes that just splits the room?
Yeah.
And it was like, it didn't even split the room. It quieted the room.
Oh my God.
Like, afterwards, everyone was talking about it. Like, I can't believe he said that. And it was like, talk of the thing. Anyway, show comes up on the day after, and they cut it. He didn't make the edit. But I saw it firsthand.
Oh,
you know,
God.
it was a funny
I can imagine
story.
why.
Yeah, but controversy often gets you on, doesn't it? And I think that you knew, because he had the guts to say something like that he was going to go on and do big things, because that takes a lot of guts, doesn't it, to say something like that? But
it really does.
Yeah, it was funny. But keep that to yourself. Yeah, don't tell anyone.
Really?
Only all your viewers.
You got me then. I was like, wait, what is it? What?
I'm on one today.
Okay, so seeing as you did so well in the lyrics round, I've got a bonus question round. Are you ready?
Yeah, I thought that was over. Exciting.
This is we was going to move on to the questions, but then you told me all these stories, so I'm quite happy that we've had a little break from that, so it refreshed the brain a little bit. So the first one you'll get, because I kind of fluffed it up. Didn't realise this. What was your audition song on the X Factor?
I'll Be There For You by the Rembrandts.
Well done. Okay, so next question. That's 1 for 1. On the X Factor, you covered a classic S Club 7 track. What was the track?
We talked about this too, didn't we? Reach for the Stars.
Yep, you covered another one as well. Bonus question.
Never Had a Dream Come True.
Yep. Next question. On the X Factor, each contestant during the finals got to sing with a celebrity guest. Which one did you sing with, and what was the song?
Jason Donovan, Any Dream Will Do. You're never going to get me with these, because that was the highest emotional part of my life.
Oh.
So I won't forget any of this. Well, I'll be surprised if I do anyway.
On your debut album, Pop, one of the songs was originally for Celine Dion. What track was it?
Right Between the Eyes.
Damn it, you got it. You got that one, damn it.
Yeah, I remember that. The A&R guy came to us and said, we've ripped this away from Celine.
When you listen to it, it does sound like one of her I'm Alive.
It does, doesn't it?
It's very similar to that one.
Yeah.
So that's probably why she got ripped away from her.
Yeah, maybe, because she's got a similar song. Yeah, maybe. Yeah. Right,
I'm going to try and get you with this one. Are you ready?
Go for it.
So on our previous episode of an interview with, we were talking about the music video for We Are One.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it was something like the director or the producer had to do something to make it seem like it was still in the daytime. Yeah. It was actually nighttime. What was that they did?
It did this incredible thing with the lighting. That was like, it got this like silver sheet out and shone a light on the silver sheet. And then it made it look like it was daytime, even though it was nighttime. It was mental, absolutely mental. Like, people who are, great at creating videos and stuff, it's done, and it's probably not even that special. But I was like mind blown. Yeah, it was incredible. Really cool. Really cool.
Well, it's safe to say you got all those questions right.
Yeah, I got every single one right. Didn't I?
I'm impressed. Yeah. You did a lot better than my previous guests on series 2.
And were they all about their own careers?
Well, I kind of threw in questions with it being the anniversary episode today,
Right.
but I usually just stick to lyrics. And
Yeah.
one of my guests was a tribute artist who does tributes to Cher, Pink,
Yeah.
Annie Lennox, and Marie Fredriksson from Roxette, who unfortunately passed
Amazing.
away. And I did lyrics relating, like songs relating to her tribute acts, and I think she got Cher right, and the rest she didn't get right.
Crazy.
And then I've recently had a boy band on from New York, an up and coming boy band, and I did lyrics to their own song, and then I picked out some pride anthems like Born This Way
Yeah.
and I'm Coming Out and that kind of thing. And they didn't get any of them right. And I was like, what the heck? Oh my God.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, we're good at
Stuff that
this,
you
we're good at
expect.
lyrics. And then they're like, what? What's next? But no, you straight up. No, wow. I'm
Well,
impressed.
I don't know if that's a good thing or bad thing. It's like I sit at home all day listening to myself, but I really don't. Just so you know, like, it's not what
All
I
right,
do.
then, okay, yeah.
But see, when you perform these things at like high emotional times, like on stage or
Yeah,
on TV, they some reason just get ingrained in you a lot more. So I think
yeah.
that's why I managed to do well. But I'm delighted at that. I don't think I've ever got all answers correct to a quiz before. So it's the first time for everything.
Exactly. Okay, so Sean, my final question to you. Don't worry, we're not playing the game still. You got
Okay, so
scared
the
then for a
game's
second.
over.
Yeah, the game's over. You got everything right. Well done. Full marks.
Teacher's pet.
Yeah. My last question to you is: what does the future hold for Sean Smith?
Wow, good question. Lots of stuff. I mean, so obviously the gig's coming up.
Yeah.
Got that. There's a few more that are looking to sort of book in as well. Just kind of get the green light from
Yeah.
Stefan. I've been back auditioning. Had a few come in that I've sort of put forward
Okay.
audition tapes for. So
Yeah.
I can't sort of give it away. And also, if I say, I've gone for this job and then I don't get it, it's embarrassing.
Yeah.
So, which, but the thing is, there's so many people out there looking for work that,
Yeah.
you're going to be up against the very best. So if you don't get it, it's not the end of the world. You just keep going, you keep plugging away,
Yeah.
and eventually these things come. And yeah, I have got a job coming up, but I really can't, even though it's you. I can't tell you what it is, unfortunately, yet, because it hasn't been announced, and obviously I'm contracted. So yeah, I have got a job,
Okay.
which I'm excited to do. So yeah, that's that. And then obviously we talked about, different remixes and there's like ideas for the future that haven't, we haven't really delved in on and talked about properly. But look, there's lots of different directions we can go, and I think I'm one of those people that will always just run with it. But I see a lot of gym time in my future. That's for sure, because I'm determined to get back to sort of hunkiness, hopefully. I can't believe I just said that. It's so cringe, but that's definitely, I miss feeling that sort of, feeling like what a pop star should look like, I guess.
Bless you. I'm really hoping we get both Same Difference albums on vinyl, finally.
That would be something, wouldn't it? Yeah, definitely.
Like,
I mean,
for pop have like a cotton candy like vinyl.
That's a good idea, cotton candy, because it suits the pop thing so much.
And then have like for the rest of history, have like a neon purple vinyl or something.
Ooh,
like a dark neon purple vinyl.
Oh, see these ideas, you always come up with good ideas.
That's why you need to hire me. I mean, get me hired.
Maybe like do it for a special reason. I think to just do it randomly would just be a bit like, so what? But maybe for like, 15-year anniversary, 20-year anniversary, something like that, and because the great news is, and I don't know if you know this, but we've been handed all the rights back to our music. Yeah. So it's one of those things where, you can do something with it, but we don't want to.
Yeah.
You're sort of messing with the legacy a bit, aren't you?
Yeah.
And I know that a lot of artists do it, but they're like, these big remastered versions come out like years later when they're huge, and it's and they're often just for nostalgia and stuff.
Yeah.
You know, and I don't know. It's about getting the timing right if we're going to do something like that. And also, I've just we've only just got the rights to it, so we don't want to sort of like gung ho. It needs to be thought out properly. But yeah, great idea. And
Maybe
I love the idea of the colours that you said. Yeah, cotton candy, because that suits pop to the T, doesn't it? So yeah.
Or maybe have like a 15th anniversary box set where you've got not only the first 2 albums but all the singles as well, and maybe like a bonus disc where it's like unreleased material and unreleased remixes, that kind of thing.
Do like blue for Sarah, pink for Sean ones, but
the
trouble with that is I'd be devastated if Sarah sold out and no one bought mine.
What
and you know that is going to happen.
Oh, I'd buy them. You know, it's fine.
You'd buy both.
Yeah, I would.
God, you wouldn't need them.
I mean, I've got your vinyl on here, solo vinyl.
Oh, have you? And the swing one's coming soon, isn't it? We just had the thing to say that the test. Oh, amazing! Yeah. Oh, man. I haven't even got one of those, you know.
I'll send it if you want.
Oh, I couldn't take yours.
It's collecting dust on the side, so you know. I got that from eBay,
thanks.
funnily enough.
Oh, really? Yeah.
Yeah. I scoured eBay for it, and I was like, I think one was like £35 unsealed, and then I saw one for like £15. I was like, I'll get that one, and that's sealed.
Goes without saying, yeah. I think Stefan sent me a thing the other day saying that they're going on like Discogs for more than they were originally already. It's like crazy, isn't it? Because people that collect vinyl, there's money to be made in them too, you know.
Yeah.
So I'm excited to hear the swing stuff on vinyl because it suits that era. You know? So and for those people who your people who are watching, you can still pre-order. So I just thought I'd get that in there.
Oh, I might do that after this interview. Then I'll look how much it is to pre-order.
There we go. Got a sale in as well today. Love that.
Well, Sean, thank you so much for joining me on this anniversary special today. It's been an absolute pleasure talking to you once again. Loved every single minute of it. You're always so positive and happy and humble.
Thanks, buddy.
Yeah, and I'm so proud of you. Yeah. I'm so proud to call you my friend as well.
Ah, bless you.
And I'm just really, really proud of you for all you've achieved so far with your music and everything.
Means a lot.
And I'm going to stop myself before I well up. So, you know.
That's really, really, really sweet. You've always been super kind to me, really, really sweet. I think we've had fun here today. Hopefully it comes across well because I feel like it's just been like two mates having a catch up on Zoom.
Yeah. Well, that's what my initial idea for an interview was anyway to begin with.
Yeah.
Just like make it like not like a Graham Norton style chat show where you've got questions, you've got to do this and do that, and try and catch out. Sort of. I want it to be just a conversation between friends, talking about their past career and what the future holds for them, that kind of thing. And I think you were sort of like the guinea pig for the first episode because I wasn't really sure what to do. I wasn't really sure what direction it was going in. But it worked out well. And obviously I'm finishing off the second series very soon. Yeah.
Incredible.
So, yeah.
Thanks so much, buddy. And I'm going to go outside and get some sun now. I might need it. You look prouder than me. I'm not happy about this.
It's redness. It's fine. Again, it's the lighting.
I'm not having that. But anyway, love you, mate. Cheers. See you later on.
Bye, everyone.
Bye-bye.
Now I know you're somewhere else right now, loving someone else, no doubt. Well, I'm one for sorrow. Ain't it too bad? Are you breaking someone else's heart? 'Cause you're taking my love where you are. Well, I'm one for sorrow. Ain't it too bad about us?